Last week was the single most significant week in AI.
It has been a huge week for artificial intelligence.
AI.
Artificial intelligence.
And dare I say it, when the history books look back and tell this story, it's going to be the most important week in AI too. Now, why do I say that? Well, take a walk with me down memory lane. Monday, March 13th, Stanford reveals a lightweight version of GPT that can be run from a laptop and even a phone. And if you don't understand what this means or why it's even used, I'll explain just how significant this is in a moment. Tuesday, March 14th, GPT-4 gets released, breaking the internet once again. A Google-backed AI company called Anthropic released a direct competitor to ChatGPT called Claude. Weird name, right? Maybe it's French? Google releases AI tools for its Workspaces suite. We're talking Gmail, Google Docs, Google Slides, and more. Adept AI, a relatively small AI company, raises $350 million, showing again that people are investing heavily into AI for the future. And that's just on Tuesday. Wednesday, March 15th, Midjourney version 5 gets released and also blows up the internet. Thursday, March 16th, in response to Google's release of AI for their Workspaces suite, Microsoft releases Copilot to add AI to their full Office suite, meaning Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and all the other Microsoft tools now have AI in them too, calling checkmate to their rivals Google, who released theirs earlier in the week. But what does this all mean? Well, let me explain to you why this week has been so significant and why all this can make or break a lot of businesses, but more importantly, is going to make or break a whole lot more careers. Well, let's get into it. So let's kick off with Monday's shenanigans. A bunch of students and engineers at Stanford created a miniature version of ChatGPT that can be run for less than $600. Now compare that to the current ridiculous $100K a day that GPT is rumored to be costing, and you might start seeing just how significant this really could be. People have ran this on their desktop, MacBook, or even on their phones. And how do they do this? Well, let me show you. Imagine these white pieces represent ChatGPT or GPT 3.5. And of course, this is you. If each chess piece here represents a piece of data, all of these represent what GPT uses to analyze your input, get an answer, and then give you an answer back. Now over here, these dark pieces represent a model called Llama created by Facebook parent company Meta. And Llama is essentially a load of data split into a little bit, middle amount, and a very, very large amount. And this smallest amount is called 7B. The more data you have, the more reliable your model is, but the more it costs to run. So what these people at Stanford did was write 175 instructions, plug them into GPT, and then use the output from that to pump it into this small 7B model so that it's trained to recognize what kind of output it expects a human to understand. And this combination is what made Alpaca 7B. So why does this matter? Well, essentially it's the first time that anyone has been able to create results that are similar enough to ChatGPT on something like a phone or a computer for such a little cost. Well, this opens up opportunities for a whole load of businesses to create smaller models, smaller versions of ChatGPT that are tailored specifically for what they want. So hypothetically, if I was a marketing company, I could create a small version of this model that only uses marketing data and have it run analysis on what products are best for the customer base, which age group buys more at what time of the day, or maybe even generate ideal copy that works for a certain customer base, and maybe it's better to do market to teenagers and in the daytime and market to adults between 7 and 10 p.m. These are the kind of use cases we're going to see more and more as AI evolves. So in the near future, not only are companies going to be able to leverage these smaller technologies for a much cheaper price, there's going to be a whole new sector of companies that are building these AI tools for other companies, and that be a business level on its own. And for everyone who's been moaning saying AI is going to take the jobs of everyone, understand how much more jobs this kind of thing is going to create. Well, that was a lot for my brain to explain, so let's move on to a lighter topic. Throughout the week, both Microsoft and Google released AI tools for their workspaces and office tools respectively, meaning that you are now able to generate email responses, essays, presentations, and even analyze spreadsheet data using AI. Google's biggest advantage and most impressive part of this is their ability to integrate this with email. They already have the second highest market share of everyone using emails today, and introducing some of these AI features is only going to help them. They showcase capabilities of summarizing a whole email chain to catch you up on a conversation and generating responses for it too. And on Microsoft's side, well, they already run the game with their Office suite of tools. I'm sure you've all heard of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and the rest of those. And their presentation showed them generating a draft proposal and then using that proposal to create a PowerPoint slideshow. More impressively, you can ask AI to analyze Excel data for you. And they've also integrated AI into their email tools, and likewise Google has put it into their word processor and presentation tools. So it looks like it's a fight to the death for these tech giants. Well, not quite to the death. So it looks like it's a fight for the #1 spot for these tech giants, and I'm excited to see what both companies do in the future. Now let's talk about Midjourney's version 5 release. And for those of you who don't know what Midjourney is, it's an image generation tool that lets you create images, logos, websites, and other cool picture-based stuff using Discord. And their latest version of the model got released this week and has been impressing a lot of people, but also not really impressing a lot more. And you can see why. This Twitter thread by Nick St. Pierre shows the difference between images made with version 4 and version 5 images with the same prompts. It seems like in some instances you can't really tell the difference and both images are just, well, both good. But in others you can see the difference of the new model a lot clearer. And personally, this is what I expected. When a product is already good, it's hard to improve it by a lot, so it can only be incremental steps to improve it and take it to the next level. But the one thing I will say is that the realism in these pictures is getting scary. A lot of these images, if I put them side to side, you wouldn't be able to guess which one's generated and which one's not. You know what? Let's play a quick game. These two meals, I'll give you 5 seconds. Which one's real, which one's fake? The left one is fake. And how about these two snowy scenes? Which one is fake? Which one's real? The right one is fake. Okay, last one. These two bedroom images. Which one is real and which one is fake? And they're both fake. It is what it is. I can't let you win all the time, you know. House always wins. This image from Illuna AI shows the steps that Midjourney has taken in just 12 months. You can see the difference between version 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So when I say AI is moving at an incredible pace and this opportunity should not pass you, I mean it. This is fundamentally going to change logo and product design, solve image licensing issues, change web design, and even photography as a whole. Okay, probably the biggest news of the week is the release of GPT-4. It's the next iteration of the beloved ChatGPT that everyone has been falling in love with and has been impressive. This dude Garrett Scott made a website that lets you use GPT-4 to generate arcade games on the fly and let you play them. OpenAI themselves showcased GPT-4 creating a website from a simple drawing, which is absolutely insane if I do say so myself. It now has the ability to take in images and use those as an input alongside the rest of your prompt and gives you a really useful output on the other end. And remember earlier when I was talking about the sheer size of data that GPT-3 uses? Well, this in comparison is how much more data GPT-4 uses to process your input and give you a valid answer. That should give you some perspective on just how big this improvement is. And honestly, this company is making incredible strides. If you watched the video where I spoke about AI stocks that I would buy into, you'd realize that Microsoft is still an amazing shout, and their deal with OpenAI has left them in an incredible position. This company is making waves, and they're not slowing down anytime soon. The future will be generated, ladies and gents. And learn how to use this in your day-to-day lives because, well, it's here to stay. Honestly, I'd be happy to sit here and talk to you about AI tools and news all day, but I'll leave that for the next videos, and from now on, expect 2 videos a week from this channel. And in the meantime, here's another video I know you're going to love. Stay safe, my friends. Subscribe!